Hello, Assalamu alaikum, students. This is your teacher with one more new paper. My name is Azka, but I teach business and accounting to O and A level students. So, as you can see that we have this very new paper. This is May June 2024 paper 1 variant 1 business studies for O levels and IGCSE. So we have basically 1 hour 30 minutes to solve the whole paper, but I already solved this paper for you guys, as you can see. Okay, so yeah, so here as you can see that I have solved it already, and we are going to discuss each and every part of this question. Okay, so first of all, I think we should start. Yeah, we should start from the question number one. So we have a very short case study here. Okay. Hmm. FBM is a boat building business. It has 100 skilled employees. Operations direction is concerned that FBM holds a high level of inventory. Uh, it means that they have the inventory in the form of raw materials. Okay. She is also concerned that the business is starting to experience diseconomies of scale. We know this is a very basic uh, disadvantage whenever a business is expanding, business is going, upwards, making whether this growth is whether this expansion is internal and or external. So whenever you are spending, you will be experiencing the diseconomies of scale. It's very obvious. Finance director has been asked to analyze FBM's cost and output data and extract is shown in table 1.1. So this is the data basically. Extracts from FBM's cost and output data. Variable cost per unit is $5,000. Fixed cost per year is $600,000. And number of boards made each year, which is $300. So it means that if you just want to have a rough analysis of it, so if number of boards are 300, so multiply this with the 5,000. So you will see that it will cost you a lot. The variable cost is very high for this. I don't have calculator, but if you have, so you can calculate it now. Yeah. So now let's see. First of all, because in this question they talked about a discount scale, so that's why the very first question is that we have to define the discount scale. So here, as you can see, that I've written its definition. That discount scale refers to the increase in average cost per unit for production of production as a business expands its output, resulting from inefficiencies that arise when the business becomes too large. So this is the basic definition of diseconomies of scale. So remember that this is only 2 marks question, only 2 marks question. That's why you don't need to write, a very, very long definition for this. Just try to write 1 or 2 sentences and always try to write the definition from the book. Don't use your own words because then whenever you are using your own words, so maybe you will be giving a very different meaning to your definition, and that's why you will lose your 2 marks. Okay, and the next question is identify two ways A business can use cost data to help make decisions. So how we can use a cost data? So the first one is that whenever we are making the prices, whenever we are deciding the prices, so maybe if you ever heard about the cost plus pricing, this is the pricing method, cost plus pricing. So what was that basically? The cost plus pricing. In the cost plus pricing, first of all, we have to know that how much the total cost we are incurring to produce something, and after that, we will be keeping our markup. It might be 50% or something like that, and we will be adding that markup into the cost, and after that, we'll be setting the selling prices. So that's why sometimes if we are using specifically the cost plus pricing method, so at that time it is very important to us to know about the cost. So that's why the first thing I would say that we need the cost to find out or to price the product. The second one is budgeting and the cost control. Yes, budgeting and the cost control. You might not heard it before because budgeting is not the part of your syllabus, but budgeting is that you are setting a budget for your expenses, for the maybe the for the material cost. So you are preparing a budget for your company so that you should not over expense in the production department or in the business. So that's why you are making the budgets. So whenever you are making the budget, so you should need the information related to cost. That's why cost is important whenever we are preparing the budget. And the next C part is this is the C part. This is C part is that identify four fixed costs for a business might have. So now this is again very easy. So first it would be the rent. We know that the rent would be same whether you are creating a high output or not. So that's why this is also a fixed cost. Salaries of permanent staff. Yes, because if we would say that maybe wages would be the part of fixed cost, so it would not right because wages would be increasing if the output is increased. Okay, so if the output is increasing and that's why the wages are also increasing, this would not be your fixed cost. This would be a variable cost. That's why I've written here that salaries or permanent staff is the part of fixed cost. Next one would be the insurance premiums. So you have to pay insurance in each year or maybe in each month with a similar amount. So that's why this is also your fixed cost. Depreciation of equipment and machinery. If you might know about the depreciation, especially if you are an accounting student, so depreciation means that our machinery and our most of the non-current assets losing its value over the years, maybe with the same amount or maybe with a different amount, specifically if you are using the RBM. So you don't need to get confused here because the RBM which are indicating the name, this is the method to depreciate your assets. So if you are an accounting student, so maybe it is very easy for you to understand that what is RBM. But if you are not an accounting student, if you just keep this subject like the business subject only, so it's okay. You just need to understand that what is depreciation. Depreciation is basically the losing amount. The asset is basically spreading its total cost over its useful life, and whenever the year is passing, so in each year it will be losing its value. And of course, this losing value thing is a fixed thing. You're actually losing your value after a year. That's why whether you are creating any output or not, so that's why this would be the part of fixed cost. Next question, that explain one advantage and one disadvantage to FPM of holding a high level inventory. So here the need is, this is 6 mark question, so you have to use the application, okay, and the knowledge whenever you are identifying the advantage. So you have to write the knowledge, you have to write the application, you have to analyze your point also. So let's see. So advantage first one would be that holding a high level of inventory ensures that FBN can quickly meet customer demand without delays. So as you can see that here they have each year the demand of their boat is 300. So if it might increase in future, so because they have high level of inventory, so they can easily fulfill the demand of the customers. So this can lead to higher customer satisfaction as boats are readily available for purchase, reducing lead times and potentially increasing sales. Disadvantage would be a high level inventory is ties up capital and incurs additional storage cost, and this can lead to cash flow problems and increased risk of inventory becoming obsolete and damaged, which could result in the financial losses for IBM. So here is, as you can see that I made different chains, but you don't need to. You have to see the space. I think you have a plenty of space, I guess. Yeah, you can write the whole explanation here. Okay. So next, see the E part. Do you think customers have more important role in the success of a business than its employees? Justify your answer. So uh, we can agree or disagree with the statement, and in conclusion, we will be writing that. Okay. So again, I think we should read the question. Do you think customers have more importance? So first of all, we have to talk about that customers are important, and customers, why customers not important, or maybe the other stakeholders are also important for the business. So do you think customers have a more importance the rule of success of a business than its employees? Okay. So first of all, we have to talk about the customers and employees, and at the end, we will be talking about that which stakeholder is more important for the business success. So here they didn't demand for application because they didn't use the business name. Okay. So first of all, I have written about the employees, that employees indeed play a vital role in the success of business by using their skills and creativity to produce high quality product and service. A talented and motivated workforce can lead to innovation, operation efficiency. You can start your question from here. A talented and motivated workforce. If you don't want to need, we don't, because we have very close and narrow space. That's why. So you can start from here also. That a talented and motivated workforce staff can lead to innovation, operation efficiency, and a strong competitive edge. Without employees, a business cannot function and the quality of the output would suffer, impacting customer satisfaction and ultimately revenue. However, customers are ultimately the ones who validate the value of what the employees create. If there are no customers to buy the products or services, the efforts of the employees, no matter how skilled or creative, would be in vain. Customers generate the revenue that sustains the business, pays employees, and enables growth. Without customers, even most talented workforce cannot secure the business success. So now I'm going to justify one. So for example, if I am choosing customer over employee, so this would be my justification. And if I am negating employees, that maybe employees are not so much important for the business. So this is my paragraph for that. So in my point of view, customers have a more crucial because they are the reason for a business exists. A business can have the best employees, but if not attract and retain customers, it will not survive. Customer drive demand, influence the market, provide the revenue needed to keep the business operational. So if you just want to keep it short, so you can write from here that a business can have the best employees, and after that you should explain. So I say that employees are not so much important. So while employees essential for creating value, they alone cannot ensure the business success. Their efforts must be aligned with the customer needs and expectations. And you can go with the both because for the business, both are important. So if a business focuses solely on its workforce without considering customers, it risks producing products services that do not meet the market demands, leading to failure. So you can also write it, till here, but yes, because I've written some extra explanation here, so that's why I have to read it. So therefore, while employees are critical, customers hold the deciding power in the business success. Okay, so we have completed. Now we are going to see the question number two. Okay, so we have this case study. A&D is a food retailer. It has 5 shops and 300 full employees. All A&D's employees receive off-the-job training, and we know that off-the-job training costs you a lot. A&D has a tall hierarchical structure. Managers have a narrow span of control and all use an autocratic style. So we know there are different pros and cons of using the tall and narrow span of control. So A&D's directors are planning to expand the business. Okay, so this would be more critical for them because they have been, but yes, if they want to expand, so because they have been using the autocratic style, so it might help to expand because of course decision making power will be only in few hands. Alhamdulillah. Okay, and cannot decide whether it is better for business to internal growth or external growth. First of all, define a span of control, define autocratic style, outline two benefits to A&D of having a full-time employees. So this is the definition of span of control. Span of control is a number of employees directly supervised by a manager. In a narrow span of control, a manager oversees a few employees, while in a wide span of control, a manager supervises many employees. And in the next one, we have to write definition for autocratic leadership style. So it is a management approach where the leaders makes decisions unilaterally without seeking input or consultation from employees. So you can just write it till here. The leader maintains strict control, expects compliance from the team with little to no delegation of decision-making authority. And after that, we have to write the two, I think, advantages of the full-time employee. So first advantage you will see is consistency and reliability. So full-time employees provide consistent work hours and availability. which ensures the ADN's operations run smoothly and reliably. So this consistency can lead to better customer service and overall efficiency in a daily operations. Second advantage would be employee loyalty and commitment. So full-time employees are more likely to develop a strong commitment to the company, leading to higher levels of the loyalty and deeper understanding of ADN goals, values, and procedures. So you can write just here if you want. This can result in lower turnover rates and more experienced workforce. The next question is explain one benefit and one limitation of A&D of using off the job training. So the benefit. This is the benefit. This is the benefit. This is the limitation of using off the job. Off the job training allows A&D's employees to learn new skills or enhance their existing ones in a focused environment, free from distractions of their regular work duties, and this can lead to better knowledge acquisition and skill development, which can improve their performance when they return to their roles. And its limitation would be off-the-job training can be costly and time-consuming for ADN, as it often involves expenses related to external trainers, training materials, and potential loss of productivity while employees are away from their regular duties. So you can just write until here, but I have to read the explanation which I have written here. Additionally, the skills learned in controlled environment might not fully translate to the real world challenges faced in their specific roles at ADN. So these are the disadvantages and limitations. Okay, so we have the next question, the last question of this paper, because the last part of this question. Do you think it is better for a business to use internal growth or external growth and planning to expand? Justify your answer. So we know that we have two types of growth. If you want to maybe open your own branches, so this is your internal growth, and whenever you are trying to merge or you know take over any other company, so this is the example of external growth. So first of all, now let's read um, that what would be the advantage of if you use the internal growth. So there will be control and the stability. So internal growth allows a business to expand at a manageable pace using its existing resources, capabilities, and culture. This control approach helps maintain stability within the organization, avoiding the potential disruptions that can come up with the integrating and the company and operation. So you can just write it here till here operation, but I need to explain you more because I have written the extra points. So culture and values alignment. This is also one more advantage, but you don't need to write it also. You just take two. You just need to take one only. So culture and values alignment. When a business grows internally, it builds on its existing corporate culture and values, and ensuring consistency throughout the organization. This is particularly important in maintaining employee morale and customer satisfaction. So, culture and values alignment means that, for example, if you have been following the autocratic style, this is your culture. But maybe if you are merging with any other company, and that company has been following the license sphere or maybe the democratic one, so this would be difficult for you to adopt that type of culture, because of course you have to adopt that because their employees are used to live like this in the business, used to work like this in the business, and that's why maybe they will feel demotivated if you use your own automated style on them. So this is the con of external growth. If you are merging with any other company who has different practices and different kind of leadership styles, so this is the cultural clash of businesses. Okay, so I think we should end it here, and now we have to write the external growth. Okay. So while external growth through mergers, acquisitions, or partnership offer quick access to new markets, technologies, or customer bases, it comes with substantial risk, and these includes integration challenges and cultural clashes. So you just need to write from until here, and after that you have to write conclusion. So in my point of view, given these factors, internal growth is often a safer and more sustainable way of to expand, allowing business to build its strength gradually. So you just need to write it. Okay. So after that, however, external growth can be advantageous in the certain situations, particularly when a business needs to quickly scale or enter new market. The best approach depends on the specific goals and resources of the business. So this is it for this particular question. Now read the question number 4. Okay. So IDT manufactures clothes for the mass market. It is multinational company with factories in 4 countries. IDT has a short-term and long-term financial needs. Finance Director is analyzing IDT's statement of financial position. An extract shown in table 1 3.1. He has been asked to calculate the working capital and to explain how an increase in non-current liabilities might affect the IDT. Sorry. Okay. So we have the current assets in 2022, it was 380, but in 2023 it has increased. Current liabilities have also increased, and the non-current liability increased uh, crazily. Okay. First of all, we have to define the mass market, calculate IDT's working capital, outline one reason why IDT might need the following types of finance: short term and long term. First of all, this is the definition. Market, mass market, refers to a large board of consumer market that targets the general population, offering products and services designed to appeal to a wide range of customers rather than a specific niche. So you just need to write until here. To calculate the working capital, first of all, we need to write the formula: current assets minus current liabilities. Current assets are this. First of all, you have to write the current assets, and the current liabilities are this. So 380,420 minus 252.80. So we have this current assets, which is 130,140. And the next one was that why this business needs short-term finance and long-term finance. So the reason first is that IDT might need short-term finance to cover its immediate operating expenses, such as paying such as paying sup- such as paying supply such as paying suppliers, wages or utilities, and this type of finance ensures that company can maintain smooth operations without. Okay. So we just need to write the reason, not the explanation, not the analysis. And why we need the long-term finance. IDT might need long-term finance to invest in major capital expenditures such as purchasing new machinery, expanding production facilities, or entering new markets. That's it. Okay. D part is explain two ways an increase in non-current liabilities might affect IDT, and explain two advantages to a business of being multinational company. Which advantage do you think is likely to be the most important? Justify your answer. Okay. So increase in non-current liabilities such as long-term loans or bonds can have significant other effect on IDT. So first of all, increase financial risk. An increase in non-current liabilities meant that IDT has taken on more debts, which can elevate the company's financial risk. Higher debts level result in large interest payment and principal payments over time, which can strain cash flow. So you can write it until here, but I need to explain more. So if ID's revenue does not grow sufficiently to cover these additional obligations, it could face a difficulties meeting its debt commitments, leading to potential liquidity issues or even default. Number two is reduced financial flexibility. So with a higher non-current liability, IDT might have less financial flexibility to pursue new opportunities or respond to unexpected challenges. Company may find it more challenging to secure additional financing if needed, as creditors may view the existing debt level as a risk. So you can just write till here. Additionally, more IDT cash flow will be allocated to serving debt, leaving less available for reinvestment in the business, such as R&D, marketing, and expansion initiatives. So first of all, we have to write the two advantages of MNC. So first one would be access to larger markets. So a multinational company operates in multiple countries, giving access to a larger customer base across different regions. We know that MNC is working more than one country. So of course that's why this would be easy for the MNC to access to a larger markets, and they will be having more customers. So this broader market reach can lead to increased sales and higher revenue. You just need to write till here. The second advantage would be cost efficiency and resource optimization. MNC can advantage of cost efficiencies by operating in countries where labor, materials, and production costs are lower, and this can significantly reduce overall production expense and improve profit margins. That's it. Okay, and after that, I am going to write my conclusion part. So I believe access to larger markets is the most important advantage for a multinational company. The ability to operate across multiple regions allows the business to scale up significantly, driving revenue growth and enhancing its global presence. By reaching a diverse customer base, the company can increase its market share, build brand recognition, and secure a competitive edge. You don't need to write this line, and you should start from here. While cost efficiency is also crucial, the primary driver of success for most multinationals is the ability to penetrate and dominate the multiple markets, leading to significant long-term growth. So basically, I believe that both the uh, advantages are important on their own places. So now let's read the fourth question. CFG is a social enterprise. It buys coca beans from local farmers and then uses the beans to make chocolate. Being ethical is important to a business. CFG has developed a new chocolate bar. Marketing manager plans to use skimming as its pricing method and retailers as its distribution channel for the new product. He knows there are many legal controls over marketing that might affect a business. So first question is the define social enterprise. Second one, identify two ways legal controls over marketing might affect a business. And third one would be outline one advantage, one disadvantage to CFG of using skimming as its pricing methods. Social enterprise is a business that operates with the primary goal of addressing social environment or community issues with while generating revenue. You just need to write till here. Next one would be first problem that would be advertising restrictions. Legal controls may limit the types of claims of a business can make it on advertisement, ensuring that all marketing messages are truthful and not misleading. Second one would be product labeling requirements. Business may be required to laud include specific information on product labels such as ingredients, health warning, or environmental impact. This can increase cost for the business and may also affect how the product is perceived by the consumers. Advantage and disadvantage of using skimming pricing method. Skimming allows CFG to maximize early profits by charging higher prices for new chocolate bar, targeting customers who are willing to pay a premium for a new unique product. Disadvantage: the high initial price might limit the number of potential customers, especially price-sensitive ones, leading to slower sales volume, potentially giving competitors an opportunity to capture the market share with the lower-priced alternatives. So this is very easy. I don't think so that there is anything to explain you guys more. Now let's see the D and E part. Explain one advantage and one disadvantage to CFG of using retailers as its distribution channel for the new product. Do you think being ethical will always lead to lower profits for the business? Justify your answer. So, first of all, we are going to write if we use a distribution a retailer as a distribution channel, so what would be its pros and cons? Using retailer as a distribution channel allows CFG to reach a broader customer base quickly, as customers retailers typically have established networks, physical locations, and a loyalty customer. This can lead to increased sales and brand visibility without CFG having to invest heavily in its own distribution infrastructure. The disadvantage would be relying on retailers means CFG has less control over the presentation, pricing, and promotion. Its product, of course, you are not in the retailer shop. You don't know that how they are managing your product, whether they are promoting your product or not that much. So this is the question. Retailers may also demand significant margins or fees, which could reduce FG's profit per unit sold and impact overall profitability. And now we are going to see that if we are ethical, so it would be causing us to earn the lower profit or not. So first of all, I'm going to support this view that being ethical can lead to lower profits, especially in the short term, because ethical practices often involve higher costs. For example, paying fair wages, sourcing sustainable materials, insurance, ethical supply chains can all increase operating expenses. Okay, so you can just write it here. However, ethical practices can enhance the long-term profitability. Consumers are increasingly valuing the ethical behavior and willing to pay a premium products that align with their values. This can lead to higher sales, customer loyalty, and stronger brand reputation. You just need to write till here. Okay. Now, conclusion. Support for ethical practices. If I am supporting the ethical practices and it is also increasing profitability, so I would write this. Ethical practices are more likely to lead to long-term profitability. The growing consumer preferences for ethical product means that business can command higher prices and build loyal customer base. And after that, you need to write from here. Justification for negating lower profit view. So I'm writing that yes, if we are practicing ethics, so it would cost us a loss, and that's why it would be leading to lower profits. While ethical practice may incur higher cost, these are often outweighed by long-term benefits of customer loyalty, premium pricing. So I've basically discussed the both view. You have to see that which type of conclusion you want to write. The initial impact on profit margin is often temporary, while the advantage of building a strong ethical brand contribute to sustained profitability over time. Therefore, potential for short-term profit reduction does not outweigh the long-term gains. So, this is my justification for both points. You can see. So here we have completed the whole paper, and now I am going to end this video, and I will be uploading the more videos related to the business and accounting. Uh, but nowadays I am focusing to upload the O levels business and accounting paper first, and after that I will be uploading for A levels. Goodbye.